Hello, my beautiful people. I'm taking my lunch break late because I've been busy today. But um, it's funny because I did this reading about this thorn and this thing that's a pain in the ass, and there I didn't even consider that this other thing was what maybe the stones were talking about. And it's just it's not a negative situation for me, but it's a negative situation between two people that I really like. And I think this is actually happening to my friend who watches this channel. And it only comes up every once in a while, and every time it comes up I'm like, you know what, I have to do something. This has got to stop. These two have got to stop. Basically, one person promised some other people that if they did a favor for him that he would then do something for them, and the people did the favor, and then the person didn't follow through and give him the thing that was promised. So this other friend of mine, one of the people who did the favor, just like hammers on this person every single time. And it's like, but does it in public, like does it in front of all of us. It's so uncomfortable. It really is uncomfortable. Like, not everybody in the group that this kind of information goes out to was in that group that did the thing. So it's like we don't all need to be present for this, for this hashing out. So I'm not commenting on the hashing out. Like, the person should give the other people what was promised. I understand that the person who's kind of hammering on him is like, listen, I've communicated with you directly. You won't listen there. Maybe you'll listen if I shame you in front of other people. I just don't like public shamings, right? I think, in a past life, I was probably, one of the many Scottish witches that was burned at the stake. And I just kind of feel like I'm not a fan of public shaming. Like, take care of your shit in private. So like, but it doesn't happen every day. So I don't think about it every day, but it happened today. And I'm like, for the love of God, can we just grown grown adults, can we not behave this way? So then I go to my computer and I open my email, and I'm on the Awakening daily message from Suzanne Geisman, which I'm gonna put a link below because it's free, and you get a daily message that she channels from spirit. And it was all about negativity in your life, and I'm like, this could not be more perfectly delivered in this moment than right now. So I'm like, I need to do a runestone reading right now just to get some energy, because I do like all the people involved in this particular problem, but I want it to stop because it just makes it uncomfortable. It's like watching your parents fight, or like, do you ever go out for dinner with another couple and they start fighting and you're like, oh shit, what do I do? Like, should we get up? Should we leave? Like, what should we do? That's what it feels like, and it's uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable place to be. So grown adults should behave like grown adults. So anyway, I wanted to do an energy read, just a general energy read. So I'm going to do a three Norns again. I think that's what I'm called to. I have my Iona stone here, and I'm thinking three Norns. Yeah. It was between three Norns and just a single pull, but I'm going to do three Norns. Okay, so Spirit, my intention is for good advice or a good message about what to think about in our energy and our current energy, my energy or the energy of folks watching. We'll see what Spirit has to say. What is our energy that we are presently in? Oh, we have Othala. What got us here? Thurisaz. That literally was the present stone yesterday, and it's now in our past. So we've been pulling thorns out. I pulled a thorn out. I sent a message like, come on, guys. You're better than this. Solve it. What is the outcome? Oh, the outcome is Ehwaz. It's funny. Ehwaz was a stone yesterday in the past position, which could mean a cycle. But all right, let me think about these, and I'll be right back. I love Spirit. Spirit's like right on target. So Thurisaz, which was the thorn, which is the thing that was just causing uncomfortability. Like it wasn't like a blade. Like, a thorn is not, something that is going, well, if it's not poisonous, that is, it's not going to kill you, but it just makes things uncomfortable. And so whatever it was that made it uncomfortable led to you've taken some action, right? With that radar stone, we took action, and now we're in this great place of Othala. And Othala is a great stone. Oh, sorry, wrong page. It's toward enlightenment, journey, ancestral roots, homeland, um, beacon of light, peace, of hope, peace, and light, connecting of a community, um, our duty to help others reach enlightenment, our duty to make the world better. And that really is in the space, because I think, all of us understand, all of us that are in this group understand kind of like why the person is kind of like going after this other person. But then it's kind of like, I also understand why the person is like, well, F you, like, you keep doing this to me, like, I'm not going to do it. But there are 3 other people who didn't get what they were promised either. So, like, you should just be a person true to your word and do what you're going to say or do. And I know you want to spite this other guy because he's being an ass, but these other 3 people have not been asses, and they don't deserve the same treatment. You should give them whatever it is you promised them. So, like, I do feel like the energy I'm in is just like, say something kind. Maybe that fixes the issue. And then the Ehwaz, Ehwaz is a great stone. The yew tree, it's about balance and enlightenment, death of a path. So maybe now this solution, like now that somebody independent who's not involved and who isn't angry and likes both parties, maybe my saying something will have some positive impact. You know, you have to be, I had to be brave kind of to say something, but that bravery will kind of like maybe hopefully put this all to rest. And, the parties involved will get their act together and quit fighting. But let's see what the cards say. And it's hard when 2 friends are fighting, and grown men don't fight. So I always think like, I grew up with boys because I had all brothers, and I didn't have a lot of girls in my neighborhood. So, boys usually don't carry on fights like this. So it's really uncomfortable. They usually they'll go outside and scrap it up, and then they're done, and then it's over. But like, this has been a feud that's been going on for over a year, and quite frankly, I'm just tired of hearing about it. Like, fix it. You have the power to fix it. Fix it. All right. So let's see what the cards say. All right. Please clarify these stones, and if nothing comes out, we know that nothing else needs to be said. Or if there's more insight that we should have about the situation, please let us know. Pass 1. Pass 2. They're jumping, but they're not coming out. Pass 3. Okay, that one jumped out. Like, literally. Flew out. Flew onto the ground. Let's see what it is. She of the woods. Peace, connection, home. I was thinking I was either going to get this card or Peace Walker. Somebody just has to come out and say, listen, cut it out. Let's create peace. Let's cut out this nonsense. Let's see. Let's see if Earth Wisdom has anything to add. But yeah, I mean, it's uncomfortable, but somebody's got to say something. And the thing is, in this particular space, there aren't a lot of other women. So there's nobody in there that's like, I think the other guys are just as uncomfortable as I am, but they're just like, well, it's between them. I'm like, yes, it is, but the one keeps inviting us to the boxing ring. The other one doesn't. The one, but I'm imagining that person is just not fulfilling the promise just because of spite. But don't do that, because there's other people, that you did make a promise. You should just fill it, and then this can all be over. And then you guys can go on disliking each other, and none of us, will do anything about that. But at least people are complicated. Let's see if there's any other cards to add to this reading, and if not, the reading stands on its own. 3 passes. Please, Spirit. All right, pass 1. It's funny, I know at least one other person's going through this that's watching, and like, you get stuck in the middle. I'm not in the middle because I'm not on a side, but it's uncomfortable. Boundaries. So, like I think that's an important point, is that, like I said, the little piece, like, please fulfill your promise so that this can end. Um, I'm not mad at you. I like you very much. But there is a boundary. Like, don't go get overly involved in this. Like, don't try to solve the problem between them, because I don't think that's ever going to solve. I think these two people just don't like each other, and that's not on us to fix. Like, that's their energy and their shtick. Do the piece that you can do, and know that maybe that'll move peace forward, but then you have to let it go. You can't get overly involved or more involved. And you can really only speak to how you feel. Like, and when I wrote, it was just a little thing that says, like, this is making me uncomfortable. Can you just give people what they're supposed to get, and then this can be over, because it's making me uncomfortable. And hopefully that's enough to move the needle a little bit. So if you're in this energy, things are going to get better. This is going to end. This is going to be over, and there'll be brighter skies. But you might have had to take action to get it to move, because otherwise you had to pull the thorn out. There's going to be a little bit of bleeding, but in the end, it's going to be worth it. I'm wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great night. Bye-bye.